All right. Hello and welcome, everyone. My first Just Chatting stream. I am your host, J.C. Stevenson. I write stories, I play games, and today I am doing neither for once. Konbanwa, ohayo gozaimasu. I'm gonna have to do a Japanese learning stream too. All right. So today as many of you probably know, I'm planning a trip to Japan next year. I'm going to be going sometime in March. I don't know the exact days. But I do plan to go. And since I don't want to just have nothing to talk about, I thought perhaps I could do a little bit of my planning today with you guys. So, the music seems a little loud. Turn it down just a touch. There we go. I want it to be background music, not loud music. Okay, so the very first thing to note is I am planning to go for 14 days. So I have some high-tech graphing software up here. Wonderful graphing software that I can use to keep track of my rough schedule. So we're gonna start there because I was actually doing this here. I can show you a little bit. How do I do this again? I don't do this. This one. So if I move this over, you can see that I've been checking some things. And my home location is obviously the Tomboy Mine. So I have that kind of slid over so that you don't have all of that showing. So here was my plan. My plan was to go from like late-ish March through like the first full week in April. That was my plan here. Why don't I have anything on Xbox? So if I go to next year, March, my plan was like to go either like March 18th through April 1st or like March 25th through April 8th. I'm literally blocking it. Perfect time, not too hot, not too cold. That is also like right around the time apparently the cherry blossoms bloom. But with the earth warming up, I figure March 18th to April 1st would be a little bit better. So that's sort of, I'm okay, hold on. Let me hide my model. If I'm going to do this, I should do it right. Hide my model for a second. So I was thinking March 18th through April 1st or like March 25th through April. I'm planning to go to Japan next year, Sammy. Stick with April? I thought that was too late. Be there when I don't really want to do that. March to early April. Yeah. Avoid Golden Week. Isn't that like the end of April though? I know someone who loved her trip to Japan. It was Siren. Isn't that like May? Isn't Golden Week like... Okay, so the end of... Yeah, I'm not going to be there that late. We can put my model back so I can be a VTuber. Oh, hey, I'm a VTuber, guys. Look at that. So here was my rough plan. Okay, this is just you can tell me what you think. I'm interested. I spell that right? I did. I think so. So here's my rough plan. From the Minneapolis airport, which is the airport that I would fly out from in Minnesota. It is a 12-hour flight to Tokyo. I can get a nonstop flight from Minnesota to Tokyo. I'm gonna do that. From what I understand, you're looking, that's really cheap. You're looking at about, is there a difference, Siren? Does it matter? Is one cheaper? Is one better? Okay, well now I know where I'm going. Okay, that's where I'm going. So I can get so it's about 13 hours. That's about the price I've been seeing. That's like today, so it's high. If I scroll further ahead, right, like it goes down. But I'm also planning to like upgrade, not to go all the way to first class, but to get a bigger seat, because last time I flew in an airplane with the 3x3 seats, I did not fit in the seat, and I don't want to do that to people. My hips are I'm too thick for that. Luckily, it was me and my brother in one row and no one else, so it wasn't that big a deal. But I don't want to spend 12 hours straddled between two seats. So I'm going to upgrade. It's going to be about $1,700. I'm fine with that. I can afford that. But it's about a 12-hour flight. I was going to fly into Tokyo, and I was going to spend, we'll mark it here. Hey, it's not cheap. Nothing's cheap anymore. I was going to spend like 1.5 days in Tokyo to begin with. So I fly in for what? The flight to Japan. I'm planning to go to Japan next year. Nostalgic. That's what I'm planning on doing. That is round trip. I'm fairly certain. Round trip. Yeah, round trip. Non-stop round trip. So at 17, it's about what, $850 away. So no big deal. I've already figured out eSIM. Yeah, this one. So this is like $17 for 30 days. You can top it up on your phone. So this is what I'm going to do for internet. I already figured that out. I have to buy, but that's not a big deal. Pocket Wi-Fi. I thought about that, but this is way cheaper. I haven't booked a flight yet, Nostalgic. I still don't exactly know when I want to go. Oh yeah. So I was gonna do, so you can actually get a I was gonna do this. But this is like $4 like $4.50 a day for the pocket Wi-Fi. you get faster speeds, and I think you kind of have unlimited data, but it's way more expensive than this. And my phone is compatible with this. I checked, because apparently you have to check. So I'm gonna go with this route. I think it should be fine. If it's not fine, I can always default, because I think you can pick this up at like any airport. I can always default back to this. But that's again beside the point. So I have internet figured out. So for the rough plan, we're gonna get back on track. Rough plan: 1.5 days in Tokyo. Fly in. The flight I looked at left Minnesota, where I live, at like noon, and it arrived in Tokyo at 3 p.m. because of time differences. So I spend the rest of the evening getting everything set up, getting my eSIM downloaded, getting Minnesota, that's where I'm from. Getting into a hotel and getting a good night's sleep and having a bowl of ramen. Ramen is something I really want to try. I really want to eat. So that's going to be the first meal I have there. And then the next day, I am going to board a Shinkansen, so the bullet train. I'm going to take that from Tokyo to Hiroshima, which is a 4-hour trip. I've done all this stuff. This is not the one I want. One of these two. Well, see, here's the thing. You have big luggage. Not really. Okay, so I actually bought, I have a plan for that. We'll get there, Siren, but I bought a duffel bag because I heard like having a rolling suitcase on trains and buses is terrible. So I bought a duffel bag that is basically a backpack. And then I bought like a messenger bag. They were very expensive. Has luggage limits. No, I have a 63. You know what? I'll show you. I don't mind talking about how much I spent on stuff, because these things, I looked these things up. These things are basically indestructible. They're made of canvas. So I bought this. I have one of these now. Who's the plus one? No one. I'm going by myself. Unless you want to go nostalgic. So I bought one of these. And it basically can turn into a backpack. Take Haas, I might do that. It has built-in straps that you can tuck into. Can you see it? No, it doesn't show it here. Underneath, there's like a pocket that you can tuck these straps into. And it basically turns into a backpack. I figured this would be way easier than having a rolling suitcase, although I am going to get one, but we'll get there. And then I bought one of these so that I could carry a water bottle and some snacks around and stuff like that. So I spent a lot of money, but again, these things are, from what I understand, essentially indestructible, and they come with a lifetime warranty. Plus, they're made in Minnesota, which I like. They're actually made in Duluth, which is very far north. So I'm happy to support more local businesses. So I bought one of these to carry with me. So I have decent luggage. And I figured that would be way easier. So I should be fine on limits. It's the wrong one. You want food? I'll take food pics. Why am I not seeing any of the sites that I am used to? Is it because I searched Shinkansen? Is this like the official site? Is this the one I did? Yeah, this is the one I did. I don't know if this is the right one or not, but I was just using this for prices. So I was going to go from Tokyo to Hiroshima. Which is, please confirm the date. I actually can't go that far out. Doxing stream, that's me. I don't live in Duluth, so when I say local, I mean from Minnesota. I don't live anywhere near Duluth. I am very far away from Duluth. Zombie, welcome in. It is always nice, nostalgic. So a reserve seat, I thought about doing a green seat because, again, bigger guy, and I don't want to crowd anybody, so I might end up like upgrading and doing the more expensive one. That's 0, that's O's. So it's about a $200 ticket. I thought about getting the rail pass too. I think it's here. But I think as... So the 14-day rail pass is about $800. For the green one, which is, again, what I would want, because I don't want to... I'm a big guy. I have broad shoulders. I don't want to crowd anybody. I would think that would be incredibly rude, so I don't want to do that. So this is my first ticket, about $200. Then I was going to go, so I was going to go from Tokyo to Hiroshima. And then I was going to spend, I thought, you beat Celeste? Nice. I was going to spend like 2.5 days here. So I was going to round the 1.5 here off with this trip. You like my art, Lily? Nope, that's wrong. Because here's the thing. This is a 4-hour train ride. I'll probably leave in the morning, so I have about a half day in Hiroshima. I can get to my hotel, I can chill, have some food, maybe see some sights. My next day is going to be going to this island here. Why does this... Because I would very much like to see this. This is very cool. I want to see it. I'm planning on going to Hiroshima anyways. There's also a very cool, like cave here that I've seen. There's a very cool like temple / cave that I don't know if there's pictures of. Hold on, let me... Is it temple? Yeah, so this. That's the gift shop. This is the one I'm looking for. There's a very cool, like... Something chubby, welcome in. I've been was Kobe. Oh, okay. That's quite a bit more east than Hiroshima. Just don't get haunted by little Asian girls. I think that I'm gonna get a lot of people asking me to take pictures. I'm 6'2" and I have red hair and a beard, so I'm gonna be a novelty there. But there's a shrine. I actually upgraded my cell phone and bought a micro USB to take more pictures. So I want to see this. There's a temple here. It looks really cool. I want to see it. I want to go do this. I think that would be very cool. There, you have to take a ferry. So you have to go, I believe it's right here. So there's a ferry to get here. It leaves at about 8 in the morning, from what I understand. And it leaves the island at like 4 or 5 7:30, I think. So this is going to be like a whole day for me. I believe this is that temple. Yeah, this is that temple. What if I planned a trip to Mars? I don't want to have to deal with Elon Musk, so no, I'm not going to do that. So this is the temple that I was talking about. I think this stuff is very, very cool. So I wanna go see that. So this is a whole day. And then it's back and you have an afternoon in Hiroshima. And then I actually want to see where, which is I look right here. This is where's the dome? Right there. So this is the only building that survived an atomic bomb blast. And as an American, I think I should probably go visit this for reasons. There is also a museum and a park. Peace Memorial Hiroshima Park. This is something that I think would be very cool to see. Very informative. Cool might be the wrong word, but informative and humbling is something that I think is more accurate and something that I genuinely want to do. Also, there is a... Where is it? There's a building. Where's the dome again? That's the dome. There's a building. Yo, I challenge you to a Pokemon battle. The battle will be at New York. Oh God, that's the exact opposite direction I'm going. So I want to see this and I want to explore the city. Plus I want to have some okonomiyaki. Okonomiyaki? Did I spell that right? Oh my God, I did. So apparently there are two versions of this, and one of them is in, there's two versions. One is in, that's part of the plan, Siren. So I want to try this. I don't know if it looks good or not, but I want to try it. Was delicious. Okay, I'm excited. Apparently there's two different versions of it. Hiroshima does it different than the other one, which I think is Osaka. But there looks like there's just shrines all over the place. I'm just excited to go around, walk around. So I'm gonna spend 2.5 days in Hiroshima. And then I'm going to board a bullet train. I'm going to do another Shinkansen from Hiroshima to Kyoto. Right? So let's just leave these up so I can get prices. So... do either of you believe in God? It's a very personal question, Zombie. To Kyoto. Just go a little bit ahead so I can get a day. This is about 18K. Okay, let's just so we can keep track. So it's about 18. Because I want to see if the rail pass is worth it or not. I would probably say yes, but probably not in the way you think, Zombie. It would be very humbling, but I think, again, as an American, I think it's kind of something that I genuinely should do. This is an hour, about 2-hour train ride. I'm planning on spending about 3 days in Kyoto. Right? 3 to 4 days in Kyoto. Not exactly sure yet, but 3 to 4 days. I don't have anything that I really need to see in Kyoto. But I know Siren recommended I stay at a ryokan, and I figured that would be the best place to do it. So one night here would be at a ryokan. But there is the bamboo net. The only thing I really don't want to see is the Golden Pavilion, because I hear it's just crowded as heck. And as cool as it is, I don't want to have to stand in line for 2 hours to see a building. However, this I do want to do. Siren, I believe you told me there's like a secret path. Most places in Kyoto are crowded as heck. I know. But I also know that basically if I went to Japan and didn't spend a bunch of time in Tokyo and didn't go to Kyoto, people will go, well, what the hell did you do? Because apparently these two you kind of have to go to them first. And I'm okay with that. Would recommend Fushimi. Yeah, you said there was like a secret path you found. You're gonna have to tell me where that is so I can go there and take pictures. Go to the big sidewalk. I will do that. I could also take like a day trip to Osaka. Right, if I wanted to while I was there. This is not very far away. Right, so I don't know. This is also one of the reasons why I thought about buying the JR Rail Pass, because if I think that the last time I did the numbers, it ended up more expensive by like $300. I highly doubt it, Nostalgic. It ended up being more expensive by like $300. But if I bought it and then I was here and I go, you know what? I just want to go to Osaka for a day. I can just do it then. Uh-oh. Siren sent me a picture. She's mad at me. Where are you going to pop up? Okay, you're going to pop. Oh, that's cool, Siren. That's very... See, that's the kind of stuff I want to do. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go there. I know I've got to go there in the morning, though. I know you have to be there like right when it opens. There was like one other human. That's perfect for me. So I might just buy this. I'm not sure yet what I'm gonna do with this. I might just spend the $800 and then I can just go wherever I want. Oh God, yeah. Well, I mean, anything's expensive anymore. But anything going overseas is very expensive. I'm still gonna keep track of my, because I was planning on doing 4 rides on it just to make my life easy. I'd rather spend a little bit more money and travel faster than spend a little less money and spend extra time traveling. So I was planning on doing 4 rides. So let's finish the round trip, I guess. So I was going to spend 3 to 4 days in Kyoto, and then I was going to take a bullet train from Kyoto to Kanazawa, which is called Little Kyoto. And it's kind of like the out of the way version. Japan seems fun, but if I wanted, I would have to sell 8,000 cups of lemonade. You better start selling them now. Welcome in, Mask.
That's where the true path lies.
So this is a 55-minute train ride. Ad. Okay, we'll wait. I'll hold out for the ad. So I have. Here's the thing. I will say I'm way up in the air at the moment on Kanazawa. Not going there, but what I'm going to do there. And we'll get into that when the ad is over on Twitch. I spent like an hour before stream picking out this music. It took me forever to find music. I am so picky about music I have on stream. I don't know why, but I am. I'll write this down. So with the other one, probably about 8,000. This is in yen, by the way, not dollar, not dollary dues. Are you back, Mask? Did you make it? So then I was going to go to Kanazawa. Put that as KA. And I was going to spend 3 days there. So I have 3 days. We'll say 3 for now. 3, 6, no. 4 days. 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. And then I have 4 days in Tokyo when I get back. Right? So let's figure that out real quick. So Kanazawa to Tokyo. And that was going to complete my round trip journey of Japan. That's about 24,000. Zombie, we're gonna hide that. Don't call people names. We've talked about this. I will not give you another warning. 2 foot, so about 24,000. That's a really ugly 2. Let me pull up my fancy... He's your brother? I don't care. 80? That seems wrong. Oh, it actually seems right. It's 80,000. Plus 8 plus 24. Okay, so about 80,000 yen. Yeah, so it turns out to be about $560 to do the round trip versus 800 for the rail pass. But then the thing about it is do I want to have more freedom? I'm assuming I could use I'm assuming I could use like a Suica card to go from Kyoto to Osaka if I really wanted to. Right, so this is my rough outline. Right. We will erase the 4 and we'll just say we're planning for 3 days there now. We used our Suica card to Kyoto to Osaka. Okay, so I easily could do that. Awesome. Okay, so here's the thing. Get that closed. Close that. So I'm going to do 3 days there. Then I'm going to go to Kanazawa. I want to go here. This place seems really cool and right up my alley. This is a actual village in Japan. It is not a museum. It is actually a people live there and work there. And it is very cool. And have as much fun as possible, so don't worry too much. I will never worry something, Chubby. I don't know how many of these are cherry trees, but apparently you can sleep here. You can rent one of these to sleep in, and I don't know if I want to do that. This does seem like more of an autumn destination than a spring one, but it's still really cool. Japan has big bugs. I live in Minnesota. The mosquitoes are the size of your head. I'm not worried about bugs. But this is really cool. So here's the other thing too. I wouldn't mind going because I think Takoyama is over here, isn't it? Not Taco, Takayama is over here. And this is also a really cool city, from what I understand. Right? This is also apparently a really cool place to visit. But I've been trying to figure out a way, because there's no good way to get to Takayama. Oh god, the big bug sounds annoying. Bugs are annoying. There's no good way to get here. And I don't want to go to Kanazawa and then go here and then here. And then go back to Kanazawa so that I can get back to Tokyo. There's no way to get from here to Tokyo easily. There's an express line, I think, but it's not. Taxis are super expensive. Don't do it. Well, so I looked it up. You can take a bus, and the buses are apparently fairly not Takoyama. I have that up so I can spell it. Right, so you can take a bus. And it's like 30 bucks, or it's like 20 bucks. This is like 20 bucks. So it's like 20 bucks. That's from Takoyama. Not Taco, Takayama. You're gonna leave for now, zombie? No problem. Bard, you just watched some other YouTubers' Japan trip? Oh my god, tell me what they did, because I'm planning mine. It's apparently like $20-ish one way. Right, it takes 2 hours. So, oh, that's the whole route though. Okay. I understand. So what a guy can do, tip to tip, they got motorcycles and draw. Was that Ludwig? I think I watched some of that. But you can take a bus from, I looked this up. I don't remember the exact thing I looked up. You can take a bus from Kanazawa. Yes, Ludwig and Michael Reeves. I watched some of that. It arrives there, and then you can take one back later in the evening. I think, again, the last one leaves at like 4:30. So what I thought about doing was just taking a day trip. Where am I at now? It's right here. What I thought about doing was just taking like a day trip from Kanazawa there, spending a day there, and then going back to Kanazawa. And then there's a bullet train from Kanazawa to Tokyo, so I can just take that back to Tokyo. And then that would be one of the 3 days in Kanazawa. What I had originally thought is, could I get to Takayama and spend a day there, and then get on a bus, and then spend a day there, and then get on another bus, and then spend a day in Kanazawa, and then the next day do the bullet train, but that just seems like a lot of buses, and I don't want to do it, so I'm just going to skip this, I think. I also, at one point in time, I was considering doing everything backwards, so flying in, and then going there, and then there, and then there, then to Hiroshima, which is right here, and then later on in the trip, taking the 4-hour Shinkansen back to Tokyo. But I kind of just want to get the big traveling out of the way so I can be done with it. Plus, like a 4-hour train ride in a comfy train seat where I can nap and have snacks seems like a very good way to get over jet lag. So I'm thinking this is the plan. Fly into Tokyo, spend about a day and a half, go to Hiroshima, spend about 2.5 days. So the remainder of the 1/2 day, and then another day on the island, and then another day you'll get your steps in. I'm planning on it. I actually went and bought very comfortable shoes the other day too, along with the bags I bought, because I knew I was going to be walking a lot. And then Kyoto for 3 days, then Kanazawa for 2 or 3 days, I'm not sure yet, and then finish my trip in Tokyo. That's the overall plan for my 2 weeks in Japan. Does anybody have an issue with this? If you have an issue, let me know now. Bard, I will say I had thought about renting a motorcycle because of that video. Monster Hunter Bar? Where is the Monster Hunter bar? Your issue is not... Well, Mask, get a ticket, man! Akihabara? Well, I'm spending like 5 days in Tokyo. Well, I don't know if I'm going to go to Osaka, so it would have to be in Tokyo. All right, I can go to the Monster Hunter, but let me make a note of that. So I actually bought a little book, and I've been writing down the things I want to do. So let me go to my Tokyo page and write Monster Hunter bar. I had a lot of stuff in Tokyo, but I don't have to do it all. Monster Hunter bar. Okay. Akihabara, visit Log Horizon. What's Log Horizon? The Monster Hunter bar I've seen pictures of. This isn't gonna get me banned, is it? Oh, it's a light novel series. I've never heard of it. I'm a bad weeb. Okay, so that's my overarching plan. It's subject to change. I don't know if I'm going to get the rail pass and then give myself more freedom for an extra $250, $300, or if I'm going to just book tickets as I need them. I might just do that. It's way cheaper. Stuck in a video game vibe. Ah, those are actually cool animes, genuinely. But there's a couple other things I want to talk about, because I actually need some advice on one thing. So I have the vast majority of the people I need to shop for done. My brother asked for vending machine junk, so that's easy enough to get. My one sister, I was planning on getting some glassware like this. Will you open? Was planning on getting something like this for her. I think these are very, very cool. My other sister, I was planning on getting some stoneware. So I spelt that wrong. It'll autocorrect for it. So, you know, some plates or something, probably not tea kettles. She doesn't drink tea, but you know, some cups or some bowls or something. Was that 600? What was these or the other thing? Might have been. Yep, $600. I doubt they'll be that expensive in Japan. That's usually like a shipping cost. But even if it is, a Kungu tea set is awesome. What's that? A Kung Fu tea set? The C stands for cash money. Did you mean Gong Fu? Those are really expensive. I doubt I don't need to get something this fancy. I'm not going to spend $600 on one cup for my sister. But I was going to try to get something like this. It's like, this is like $150. That's easy enough. Sake set. Sake set. She doesn't drink sake. Right. So I could look around, and if it doesn't work out, I can always get something else. The stuff I looked at before was not this expensive. Yeah, see, this stuff is like $170. That's doable. It's expensive, but it's doable. Right, and these are really cool. That's too expensive. Might depend. It might depend on the artist. I guarantee you that these are marked up extreme. If these are actually handmade from Japan, they're marked up extremely for resale in America. So I'm betting that like the $160 one here is probably like $70 in Japan, if not a little cheaper. And if it's not, I can get something else. My other sister, I was going to get some porcelain for. If nothing else, I'll just get them both porcelain. For my mother loves wind chimes, and I found these, which I think are very gorgeous. I was planning on getting something like this for her. Which I thought was very cool. So I don't know what those cost. But I doubt they're too expensive. I was gonna get something like that for her. I doubt these are made in Japan, but doesn't seem like they're too crazy. I was gonna get something like that for my mother. Japan has gift shops, I know. So here's the thing too. I have two nieces, and I was planning on getting them a yukata. And from what I understand, you can find secondhand ones for like $100. Like silk ones. They're too old for a full-size one. Like they're too old for something like something like this. But you can find, apparently they make ones for kids. They have a different name for them. But you can get like, you can go like thrift shopping in Japan and get one for like $100. Like a silk one, and I don't want a silk one because they're kids, right? Best uncle. So I was gonna get one of these for my. I was gonna get one of each of these for my nieces. My one nephew is big into video games, so I was gonna go get him a bunch of like Mario stuff because he likes Mario. My other nephew is younger and he likes farming, and I don't know what to get him yet. So I need your help. Because his dad's a farmer. That's my brother-in-law who raises cattle. He has a farm. I need to figure out what to get that boy who likes farming, and I don't want to get him rice because I don't think that's good enough. So I've got to figure something out for him yet. Because he likes tractors, but I don't know. Do they have tractors in Japan? They look like just regular tractors, so I don't know that that's something that I should get him. So I'm still working on one nephew. The other thing too is, so I told my grandfather I was going on this trip, and I said, what do you want? If it exists, there's a gacha machine for it. I know, but I want to get them something that they're excited about. Right? So the girls, my one niece is like 2. She's not going to be excited about anything. So, right, there's nothing. The gift I get for her is more for her parents, right? My other niece is old enough to be excited, and I think she'd really like a yukata, so I'm gonna get that. My one nephew is old enough to be excited. He likes playing video games. He likes his Nintendo Switch. He likes Minecraft. He likes Mario, right? So I can get a bunch of Mario merch in Japan pretty easy. That's what I figured for him. But for my other nephew, I don't know what to get him, and I've got to figure it out. And I'd like to have an idea before I left, but we'll have to figure that out as we go. On the other hand, so I asked my grandfather what he wanted, and my grandfather, who is 89 and a widower, said a woman, which is his stock answer, you know, his based grandpa. So I found these. How do I spell this? My model's gonna freak out as I look this up. I found these because he likes collecting things, actually. So I found these, right? Which I thought were adorable. They're called Kokeshi dolls, and they're like handmade. And my grandfather has shelves and shelves of knickknacks. Just all over the place. So I thought about getting 2 of these and bringing them to say, here you go, Grandpa, I got you 2 women. Which I thought would be funny. So that's what I was going to get for him. And then I have a couple of other people to buy for. I have myself to buy for too, but one of the things I think I'm going to do for me, I think I want to try to buy a map of every city I visit. Right, so in Kyoto, buy a map of Kyoto. In Hiroshima, buy a map of Hiroshima. Same with Tokyo and with Kanazawa, right? Also, I want a good picture of Mount Fuji if I can get it, but I have to sit on the right side of the train for that. So yeah, I don't have everything figured out. But I thought these were cool. I thought they'd fit nicely on his shelves. See, isn't she just adorable? So that's what I had planned for my grandfather, because I thought it would be funny. Yeah. Because I actually wanted to go to Yamadera too. I wanted to go here. But that is so far north. That's like up in here somewhere. Okay, I'm a little too far north. But that's so far north of everywhere else I'm going. I could check out. I don't know if I'm going to go back. But this is a place I thought was really cool. This is a mountain. It's like, apparently it's like a half-hour hike up here, and then there's like just a temple up there. Right, but it's just stunning. Like, I mean, look at that. So I wanted to go there, but I just couldn't. I couldn't justify it with everywhere else I'm going. So this one had to go the way of the dodo. But this is the kind of stuff I love. Like seeing this stuff, this is my jam. Oh, this is the whole park. Right. Sounds like a solid trip. That's the plan. I'm excited for myself. I haven't been on a vacation. Well, okay. Most of the vacations I've been on have been planned by other people. And I usually just say, yeah, sure, I'll go. And I pay some money and I go. I have taken 2 trips that I've taken 1 trip that I wanted to do, which is when I graduated college. I took a road trip for 2 weeks from Minnesota to California, which was very fun and very memorable, and I enjoyed it a lot. And now I'm planning this one. So I did a solo trip then, and this is going to be a solo trip now, because nobody wants to go. And, well, Mask wants to go, but Mask won't go with me. So that's my overarching itinerary. Day and a half in Tokyo, get settled, get on a train, go to Hiroshima, half a day there, 2 days there, 1 go to the island, 1 in Hiroshima. Bullet train from Hiroshima to Kyoto, spend 3 to 4 days. I can't bought a new oh, that's true. 3, maybe 4 days. Again, we'd go next time. All right, Sarah, next time you, me, Seraphist, we'll get Lily to go. We'll get Jen to go. We'll invite DT. We will take over Japan. We will destroy. I don't want, actually, I'm an American. I probably shouldn't say that. Probably shouldn't make that joke. Probably shouldn't make that joke. But we'll maybe next time. We'll see. I might go and I might hate it. I highly doubt I'll hate it, because it seems really fun, and considering the stuff that I'm planning on doing is the stuff that I want to do, I doubt I won't have fun. But maybe I'll get home and I'll go, I'm good on Japan. I don't want to go back. And if that's the case, then that's the case. But I'm gonna go anyways. And then if I want to go back, then we can talk about something. We'll get a group to go. We'll get group rates. 80k yen was what again? 560. 808, so about $250 more for freedom. Do I want? Well, no, because I can go there for a day trip. I can use my Suica card. 4 days in Tokyo. I think that's good. I think this is what I'm planning on doing. I think this is good. Depending upon how crowded Kyoto is, I might spend 2 days there. I hate crowds. Like, I hate them with a passion. And if Kyoto is just super crowded the whole time, I don't want to do that. The other thing is there... That's pretty expensive. That's a 4-star hotel, though. Good night, Mask. Thanks for hanging out, dude. Sleep well and good luck with your new PC. Onsen Ryokan. But no tattoos in the onsen. The onsen is... I don't know if I'm allowed in an onsen. Oh, they have rooms, though. What's a standard room? 2 to 10 guests. I'd like one with a bath off of it. That would be cool. Oh, room facilities. With washing area outside the tub. I'd like one with... And yeah, that would be very cool. Suite room B. What's a suite room cost? Here. Just for an idea. Where do I get prices? Free Wi-Fi is available. Yeah, but what does it cost? Roughly. Let me Google it. Maybe Google will tell me. Oh, that's not terrible. I'm sure that's on the low end. Is that the right? That is the right one. I'm sure that's the low room. It's probably, you know, $300 or something for the room. With the onsen, but like that's doable. Yeah, I'd like to have an open air bath. These are all details I'm gonna have to iron out. I know I don't want to stay at a capsule hotel if I don't have to. Because I thought about staying at a... I thought about staying at one of these while I was in Kyoto. So basically, these are just renovated townhouses that you can rent out. And they're essentially a flat rate for the house. But generally you want to do it with like 4 people. Right, so it's just like a townhouse in Kyoto. Uh, 38,000 yen though. Why is it? Oh, because it's per person. So it's like 40,000 yen total. And if you split it 4 ways, it ends up being 12,000 per person or something like that. Okay. I think. So if we're going Siren and Seraphist, we have options. But I thought about doing something like this, but it just seems too expensive for just me. Like, it would be cool. But I don't know if it's a smart thing to do. Like, this is really cool. Like, imagine sleeping there. Like, you wake up and you get to wake up to that. That's really cool. So I thought about doing something like this, but I don't know if I'm going to do that. Things I was thinking about but haven't decided on. So I can cross this off my book, and I can cross that off my book. I have got so much junk written in here already. Not going to Yamadera. I'd thought about going to Yamadera. Which is... Where was Yamadera? We can look. Oh, that was... Why do I have that written down? Oh, wait, no, I don't have... Okay, I made a page for it because I was going to go. I'm dumb. Don't pay attention to me. I'm dumb. But I have a whole list of things that I would like to do. Things that I want to try. So from what I understand, for me in Tokyo, I'm supposed to stay in Asakusa. Which is the quiet neighborhood. And $51 a night seems plenty doable for a 4-star hotel. There's a lot of hotels here. Holy crap. Well, it looks like I'm spoiled for choice when it comes to where to stay. That's not a 4-star hotel. It's 4-star review. That's a 3-star hotel. I'm dumb. I already said that. So apparently this is where you want to stay because it's quieter. So you can like stay here or stay in... Was it Akihabara? No, it was Shibuya. That was the other one. I'm probably pronouncing these things terribly, by the way, so I apologize. I did not want to stay in... Apparently this is me booking the same hotel so Jay can find... Lily, are you gonna come with? Are we gonna hang out, man? We can go to the onsen together. I'll wash your back. You can wash mine. I'd like to go here, but I don't want to stay here because apparently this is very, very noisy. And I do not like noise. Japanese Craft Museum? Well, now I want to go there. You're actually planning your own trip in the US at the moment? That's really cool. That's pretty cool. See, this is the kind of stuff that you inspire me. Where are you going, Lily? If you see a truffle bakery, you have to go there and eat the #1. Okay, well now I've got to write down truffle bakery. In Tokyo or just anywhere? There's a bunch of them? Okay. I will make sure to have one. Why is that held for review? YouTube being sus. I don't know if I want to go to the Imperial Pass. Seems like it would be something that would be very, very busy. Knight, welcome in. Here's the thing. I hesitate to start planning too much stuff I believe I said the other day to Siren and Seraphist that what I would like to do is just plan like one big thing a day and then just sort of let everything else kind of go from there. Tokyo National Museum. Well, now I want to do that too. That's pretty. I love him. If anything happens to him, I will burn everything. There's some gardens I want to visit. This is actually pretty cool. It's actually really cool. Round trip in Cali, Sequoia, Yosemite, San Francisco, coastline town. I've been to San Francisco. Be careful on the hills. And the Golden Gate Bridge is a toll bridge one way. So drive through it the way that isn't a toll road. I'd like to have one big thing to do every day and then kind of just do whatever I want the rest of the time. There's more than one way onto the Golden Gate. Well, yeah, it's a bridge. It goes between two places. So I don't exactly like have things that I want to do, but well, let me rephrase. I have things I want to do, but how I want to structure it is say, okay, like, let me look here. So in Tokyo, the Meiji Shrine is like the big one. I have it written down. Meiji Jingo is the shrine, right? This is the big one. I would explain my brain is fried. I'm doing a math thinking. Well, don't worry about it. This is one of the big ones there. So I'd like to go here, but what you do, what I would do is I would say, okay, I don't know when it exactly opens. If it's open 24 hours, then I would go early in the morning. I would enjoy it before crowds came. And then when crowds came, I would leave. So, you know, you get there at like 7 a.m. You walk around for 2 or 3 hours. And then when it starts to get busy around 8 or 9, you just leave. And then you go do stuff that isn't busy. Closes at 5:20. So it opens at 5:40. So yeah, you can get there at 6 a.m., walk around for a couple hours and enjoy it. And then when it gets busy, you just leave and then you can just go do other stuff that isn't going to be busy. So you go do your major thing in the morning before it's busy. And then when everything touristy is busy, you go around and just do other stuff. Yeah, tourism strats. So like I want to have like one major thing every morning, and then after that it's just whatever I want, right? So you walk around, you wake up, you go, you take the train, you get some breakfast, you go to Meiji Shrine, you enjoy it for a couple hours, and then you leave, and then you walk around the city a little bit and have lunch around that thing, and then you hop on the train and just go somewhere else that isn't going to be busy. Right, I can go to the National Diet Building. Right? The city is a hellish place. You know what? You're not wrong. But from what I understand, like there, I've never even heard anyone say this name. I've looked up a bunch of stuff. This is really cool. Right? I can just say, okay, I want to go to this one. I can just open Google Maps and just say, hey, that's where I want to go. And then I can go there and it's good. Or if I want to do like a street market or something, I can go, because there was a street market in Tokyo, wasn't there? Did I write that down? Okay, so there's a fabric district there too that I wrote down because I was gonna buy kimono for my nieces. I think there was like a street market in one of the towns. Oh, I was thinking about maybe taking a day trip to Kamakura. Right, so this is apparently like a 45-minute train ride. You stumbled across a cherry blossom festival while on a walk. I believe it. And Kamakura is apparently just a cute, like a really cool little seaside town. From what I understand. So I thought about maybe taking a day trip out there. And apparently they have a small bamboo forest of their own. Like, this stuff is cool, dude. What did I have right down for Kamakura? Kokuju Temple, which is... Yeah, I was literally clicked on it. So apparently it's a temple, and it's got kind of its own little bamboo grove, but it's like nowhere near as busy as Kyoto. Right? You can hear it creak in the wind. It's so neat. Yeah, like this place looks cool. Like I could just do that. Like it's a 45-minute train ride. So it's like 2 hours round trip. I would be more helpful, but if I was you, I'd just visit war area series and other stuff, history. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I'm gonna visit a bunch of shrines. I love the bamboo you can hear. Yes, I thought about doing this for a day trip. I have that written down. What are you laughing at me for, Lily? Quit it. So I thought about doing that for a day trip, like one of the days I was in Tokyo, just saying, hey, you know what? I visited the Meiji Shrine, and now I can take a 45-minute train down here and spend the afternoon down here, and then come back in the evening, right? Like, I just do whatever I want. By the way, this temple apparently costs $3 to get into. Spendy. So yeah, I don't know exactly what I want to do and where I want to go. I'm going to have to like look that stuff up. But that's sort of my plan, right? So like a day and a half, 2 days in Tokyo to start off with. And then 2.5 days in Hiroshima, 3 days in Kyoto, 3 days in Kanazawa, with 1 day being to this little village here. Because that's not too far north right there, right? No Nagasaki? No, I'm doing Hiroshima. Nagasaki is like down here, dude. That's way out. That's so from Tokyo to Hiroshima is 4 hours. That's going to be like another 2. That's a lot of lights. Didn't realize they were far apart. Yeah. So yeah, that's a long way to travel. And so like I said, I had originally wanted to go to like a shrine up here, right in here, Yamagata, I believe it was. Yeah, this one. But that's just so far out of the way from everything else I was planning on doing. So I just scrapped it and decided to do Kanazawa, right? So my thought is that I go on this trip, I stick to this part of Japan, and then if I ever go back, then I do the north part. Because apparently Sapporo is actually really cool to see as well. Do some math. Like, that's pretty. I don't know what that is, but it's cool. All right, so apparently this is a really cool place to visit. Apparently, Sendai is a really cool place to visit. Right, so a guy could do that stuff next time around. What was the river? Because there's in Tokyo, there's a river. Anytime I hear of Japanese towns and cities, I think back to the Persona due to how heavy my brain rot is. I've never played a Persona game, which DT is very upset at me about. I'm going during cherry blossom season, and I saw a picture of this place, Meguro River in Tokyo. Which is right here, and apparently during cherry blossom season, this is just phenomenal. So this is a place I would like to visit. I would like to be on one of these bridges while this was happening. This is so cool, dude. Like this is so cool. Well, load for me, please, so I can watch the 22-second video. And look, guys, there's a pigeon. No problem, Knight. Enjoy your dinner. It's gonna load. A red-eyed pigeon. I would not do that. That is too many people. I would feel very crowded on that boat. Right, but like this is just gorgeous. So I want to go here. Because I'm going during cherry blossom season. That'd be right. Welcome in, by the way, 50 cal. So like that's something that I could do. Right, so you know, I could say, hey, I'm in, I don't know if there's anything like major around here, but a guy could say, okay, I go and I spend the morning at a pretty big famous Orbeck, welcome in, shrine that's on this part of the city. I don't know what's over here. I'd have to figure it out. And then I go, okay, it's 9 a.m. Everything's starting to get busy. I can just go and walk down the Meguro River, and I can just enjoy the cherry blossoms for an afternoon. Right? That's a long river. So I can just find a spot where there isn't a whole bunch of people and sit down and have lunch somewhere. So that's like the plan. Nezu Shrine is apparently something that's very good. You see, this is apparently... I wrote this down because this is apparently like the Tokyo version of the one in... I forget the name. It starts with an F in Kyoto. The Fushimi Inari Shrine there. Because they have their own little Torii Gate walkway. But apparently this is... Apparently, from what I understand, nobody goes here. Like, apparently this place is just not crowded with tourists. Right, so I've put in some effort to try to figure out cool stuff to do. Where is that river? That was over here, wasn't it? No, it's right here. That was called Meguro City. Nezuro Shrine is literally right north of Tokyo. Oh, it's south. Yeah, so like I could do both of these easy in a day. It's like right in here. Like, yeah, I could do both of those. Like, I can just do stuff like that. I can just go wherever I want to go because it's, I'm the boss. I'm the master of my own fate here. Kyoto, so Hiroshima, the main thing... So the main thing I want to do is this island and the Peace Museum, right? So I want to do that. I have no idea. I can just go to any shrine. I feel like this, from what I understand, is the major tourist attraction here. Which is understandable. What's this? A Buddhist temple. Why is there always... Okay, this is really cool, too. I don't have this written down. Why don't I have this? This is gorgeous. Why don't I have this written down? Or do I have this written down? I don't have this written down. Well, I'm gonna have it written down now. Mitaki. My Japanese is flawless, by the way. That up. Mitaki Deira. My Japanese is flawless. Ask me about pronunciation. I know. Why do they put hats on the statues? I'm confused about that. Siren, why do they put hats on the statues? You're supposed to know. You're the expert. You don't know? Oh, crap. We're in trouble then. Keep them warm. That's true. Warm. Is that guy throwing a child? Based. Now I want to go there. Hot Staff Field. Well, I know they only employ attractive people. Hiroshima Prefecture Driving License Center? How can I miss that? You guys think I won't do it? I'll go take a picture there, just for the memes. But it looks like there's a bunch of train lines all around here, so I can kind of just go wherever I want, which makes me happy. And like Suica cards work on all of these, Siren? I don't want to go to Universal Studios Japan. Pretty much, yeah. Awesome. And some vending machines. I know you can use them in convenience stores. So I'm very excited about that. Oh, two. That's a nice boat. Miho Museum. Universal Studios is very crowded. I figured it would be. I've been to Universal Studios in Florida. I don't need to go in Tokyo. However, I had thought about getting tickets for this. I am kind of a Studio Ghibli fan. But I looked up, I kind of watched a video on it, and it didn't seem, other than like souvenirs, it didn't really, it seemed like it was more like a bunch of stuff to look at as opposed to like things to kind of experience, I guess. Although chilling next to No Face would be a cool picture. I thought about getting a ticket for there. There's also a museum too. I'm kind of a Studio Ghibli fan. Right, so I thought about maybe doing one of these, but I don't think I'm going to. Oh no, Siren sent me something out. Oh. Oh, Universal. That is incredibly crowded. Yeah, hard pass. Hard pass on that for me. I thought about doing one of these, but I don't think I'm going to. If I had people to go with, it might be different, but I don't think as like a solo person, this is something I want to do. So, yeah, I don't know about that. Dude, you can't only go to Cat Girl Cafe. No, I'm going to go to only Cat Girl Cafes. So that's all I'm going to do is only Cat Girl Cafe. To be fair, the Super Nintendo World section was at least 2 times as crowded. I believe it. Nintendo is incredibly popular. I thought about seeing if I can go to an idol show too. Just for something to do at night, because like I would assume those things happen mostly in the evening. But I literally have I know nothing about Japanese idols, like at all. So like I have no idea where I'd even start with that. So, but I thought it would be funny. I also we got an ad on Twitch, so we're just gonna we'll leave the map alone. I also thought about going to a Maid Girl Cafe just for fun, but the more I think about it, the more I cringe inside. So I'm probably not going to do that. If I want to talk to maids, apparently all I have to do is look at them on the street of Akihabara, as Siren told me, and they'll just rush up to me to hand me things. So I'll just do it that way. I wonder if I can glare a maid down. I can be very intimidating when I want to be. I wonder if I could like just look at them and they'll go, nope, I'm not going to try to give him one. Like what would their customer service culture versus giant scary foreigner. I wonder which would win. I ask myself saying I wouldn't actually do that because I don't want to scare people. If the background music changes, you might trigger a boss fight. That's true. If they start doing that like bob back and forth while like waving their hand towards me, like I might need to run. The Tokyo Sky Tree. I wouldn't mind seeing the Tokyo Tower. So apparently there's, yeah, this place. So apparently there is like a shrine, yeah, with the tower directly behind it, and it's kind of cool to see. So I wouldn't mind. I think I have this one written down though. Zojoji. I'm pronouncing that perfectly. By the way, my Japanese is perfect. I do have that one written down. Nippopori. So apparently this is like this district is apparently like Nippopori is apparently the like where all the old people go to buy fabric, and you can find a bunch of like kimono shops and stuff here from what I understand. So this is probably where I was going to do my shopping for my nieces that I talked about. Send me the list, Hoss. I will bring you a cat girl home. I promise. Oh, okay. So here I was going to talk about this. So I bought a duffel bag and I bought a messenger bag to take with me. I was going to buy a bunch of glassware. So I know that you can buy like a hard shelled suitcase secondhand in Japan for like $10, right? So I was going to buy a carry-on sized hard shell suitcase and pack all of the glassware into that on like my last couple of days here in Tokyo, and then just fill my duffel bag up with all of the stuff that won't fit. And then I can check the duffel bag and then use the hard shell carry-on case to carry the glassware home safely. That was my plan. We were asking about bags at the start, and I was like, I'm going to do that. I was going to talk about, that's what I'm going to do. Because the duffel bag I have is too big to be a carry-on, but I think if I can cram it in the carry-on thing, it'll be fine because it's a duffel bag. I was planning on bringing about a week's worth of clothes and then just washing them at a hotel. Right? So bringing enough shirts, enough socks, enough pants, enough underpants for a week, and then like halfway through the trip, stay at a hotel that has a washer and dryer, and then just use it to wash my clothes, and then I have a whole bunch of room for stuff. That's what I was thinking anyways. What did you miss? You missed everything. I went to Japan and came back. We're looking at all the pictures I took, Knight. Yeah, see, you can rent for $28. I don't think I want to do that. That seems like a date activity. Still planning. Why I ask is because I left stream. Why am I still planning? Because I still have stuff to plan. Welcome back. Welcome back, Knight. Welcome back, Chubby. I mean, I can rent a girlfriend. I forgot the T. I sure can. Charges and price list. Premium? That 3 hours for 20,000. What's 20,000 yen again? For $140, I can have a girlfriend for 3 hours. I'm living the dream. Should I do it, boys? Should I rent a girlfriend in Japan? Not Kyoto? I could do it in Kanazawa. I don't know. I want the girl with a blurry face. Part 2 of this stream? No, I could stream for 12 hours straight. Tokyo area. Where's the Kanazawa ones? There isn't any. I don't know how I'd feel about doing this. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. I think if I did this, I would feel incredibly dirty. I think if I rented a girlfriend, I would feel like a giant lecher. I'm joking. Don't take anything I say. I don't know. You're going to Japan. Why ruin it by renting a woman? My friend is what anime comes from Japan. I think it would be that easy to find. Oh my god. Japan, never change. Never change. Oh my god. Lily, why did you put that idea in my head? I'm mad at myself now. Well, that's something I think I'm not going to ever look at again. Content? I mean, it is. Hold on. Apparently, it's good content, too. Apparently, it's good content. Dating in Japan as a foreigner. That's me, because I'll be renting a girlfriend. I need to know this. I watched that? I think I watched that. Apparently it is content. You can also rent that. I have a grandpa. Yuki. Welcome in, Yuki. I think I'm wrapping up here pretty soon. It's about 9. It's been about 2 hours. You joined in all you hear. Yes, I am. JC Stevenson is finally gonna have a girlfriend for 3 hours for $140 USD. A bargain at half the price. Oh, also I was watching shorts about Japan tourism tips. If you buy a katana, I'm not buying a katana. I don't know if you can bring it back, it looks like, but don't buy cheap ones. I know, I'm not gonna buy a katana. That's cheaper than a date with your ex. That is true. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. That is cheaper than a date. in general. 140 bucks is, well, it's $140 for the date, and you have to buy them dinner anyways. So it ends up being, from what I understand, I think I saw when I was looking at the prices. Eating, drinking during the date, using transportation, please pay. So you rent them. Right, so 3 hours, 20,000. And then you, if you go to eat, you have to buy them a meal. If you buy that, if you want to drink, you have to buy them. If you're going somewhere, you have to buy them a ticket, right? So this is just to make them show up from the way it looks. So yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do that one. Rent a grandpa. I have a grandpa, Lily. Why is there no rent? There is. You can rent a boyfriend in Japan. You can rent anything in Japan. Not a boyfriend, a bro? I think there is one of those. I mean, don't you kiss the bros goodnight? Do I have a Japanese grandpa? No. Can I rent Godzilla? I'm sure you can. Siren internally cringing as we're talking about renting a girlfriend. This is why I don't have any female viewers, ladies and gentlemen. Or just gentlemen. Rent a grandpa. I have several questions about Japan and why and if I want them answered. You don't want them answered, Knight. Don't just it's Japan, just go with it. Nah, sounds like a good gig. Maybe I could be a rental girlfriend in Japan, guys. Do you think I could be a rental girlfriend in Japan? That would be, I could fund my trip. At $140 a pop, I only have to go on 10 dates to get my plane ticket paid for. Jay is a woman confirmed. I am a beautiful, elegant woman. And there's no way you can, well, okay, there's no way you can deny it except Lily can, because I literally sent Lily like 4 pictures of myself the other day so you can make me a thumbnail. I gotta write that thing too, by the way. Now that I have a idea of what we're gonna do. But yeah, that's what I have so far. That's what I figured out. I don't know if Rent a Grandma could end world hunger for the right price. Yeah, because grandmas cook a lot night. If I rent a girlfriend in Japan, I genuinely don't know if I'll be able to face any of you again. I'm assuming you mean renting. Renting a girlfriend is disgusting. I don't know that I would call it disgusting. It is a choice. I really don't see an issue. I mean, I guess. Suppose I could do it for the meme. It's 140 bucks isn't that expensive. You're gonna hit up a host club? I doubt it. I'm too old to party. That's one of the reasons why I'm not really going to Osaka. Osaka's apparently like the party city, and I am too old to party. So if I go here, it'd be for a day, and then I would go home. A cup noodle museum? Well, I know where I'm going. What's a host club? You're too young to know, Zombie. We went to Osaka for the food. I heard it. Okay, so I heard it was very good food and it was very good nightlife. Did you have anything in Osaka that you couldn't get anywhere else, Siren? Is there something that I have to try there? No? Well, I know you said Nara was fun. With the deer. Parties, you mean in alcohol? That's true. Oh, I know there's KFC flavored chips. There's a lot of love for KFC in Japan. I love Nara. I'm gonna look up what a host club is real quick. Zombie, don't. I would love to go to Akihabara, but YouTubers ruined it with shenanigans. YouTubers ruined a lot of things. Not Akihabara. Oh, it's the forest. Gotcha. I understand now. I know what forest you're talking about. That's right next to Mount Fuji. I don't want to go mountain climbing this trip. I bought nice shoes, but... What was the Moss Temple? That's in Kyoto too. This I think costs a lot of money. I think the entry rate for this, yeah, this is like a $30 temple to get into. But that might also mean that tourists don't go there. But it's also very pretty. The pagoda near Kyoto. I don't want to go to the Golden Pavilion. As pretty as this is, from what I understand, you never get this shot because it's just always crowded. So either I would have to go there at, see, it opens at 9, so like it's already going to be busy. So like as cool as it is, as beautiful as it is, I don't have much desire to see it. There's also a silver pavilion I looked up. And this I think is probably less busy, and maybe I could go see this one. Japan looks amazing. It does look amazing, Chubby. And I've wanted to go for a number of years, and I finally have money to go. So I'm going to go before I don't have money to go. So maybe I'll visit the silver pavilion. I'll get second place. You looked it up. B, you were chosen one. Why did you stay pure? It says it was mostly women work and men come to talk and drink. That's a hostess club, but close enough. Kyushu? Well, that's way to the south. Wait, is that the? Oh, that's the. Oh, that's the. Oh, that's this whole region. Oh, okay. The farthest I'm going that direction is Hiroshima. But yeah, that's my plan, guys. And thank you guys for listening and offering advice. And Okinawa's like all the way down here, dude. This is Okinawa. Kyushu's there. This is Okinawa. How many weebs does it take to... How big are the weebs? Yeah, I don't know if I ever. We'll have to see if I can ever go back. And yeah, how many okay, how big are they? And what power level do they have is a very good question, Yuki. By the way, Siren, if you've ever seen Yuki on Twitch, that's rad. That's Yuki. Right, guys, it's just men drinking at a bar. Yeah, it's just men drinking at a bar. Yuki is Yuki. I've known Yuki's been around for a long time. You gotta get ready for bed. I'm gonna end stream soon. So that's my rough plan, guys. I don't have all the details ironed out yet, but I do have enough ironed out. Handsome men drink with you and compliment you. That is a host club, yes. A hostess club is where you drink with attractive women and then they compliment you. It is, not my thing. In Jack, welcome in, Jack. Thank you for the lurk. I'm almost done. Is anyone live, by the way? Sammy's live, Hoss is live. I can raid out to one of them. So yeah, that's the trip, guys. You don't, well, don't go then, zombie. You don't have to go. My mother's birthday today, so I should head out as well, having lunch with her and some ladies from... That is very kind, Yuki. Enjoy your mother's birthday. Which one streams on YouTube? What do you mean? Hoss and Sammy both just started. That's true. I will probably raid out to one of them. I can't raid out to anyone on YouTube yet because I'm not famous enough for that. How'd I do, guys? How'd I do for my first Just Chatting stream? Did I do okay? I feel like I'm boring all the time. Very sugoi. Oh my god, very sugoi. You're killing it, Jay. Keep the go. Thank you, Seraphist. I appreciate that. Oh no, she's speaking Japanese. I don't know any kanji. She... Esu? What does T turn into with this? Is it P? I know that's Te. But I don't remember. I don't know enough. I'm gonna learn this. I've actually been working on it. Resources. You're awesome as usual. Oh, Yuki. Normal combo with friends stream. Jay losing pixels as we speak. I understand. So I've been trying to do this every day. I'm wrong. That's an R1. Oh no, that's row. I'm dumb. It's not huh? This is key. That's foo. See, I'm bad. That mate. Oh, that one's not. So no, it's not wa either. I've been trying to. I always forget this one. Let's see. So I've been trying to learn, but as you can tell, I keep making mistakes. I should just sit down and just do this one day until I figure it out. This one I screw up a lot too. We'll take it. This one I screw up as well. That one wrong. See, I mess up. I can't get them all yet. I should just sit down one day until I get it. I'm going to Japan, Orbex, so I've been trying to learn some Japanese. But I should just, like I said, I should just sit down and grind it out, but I haven't done it yet. You can get an N5 book, makes it easier. A book would probably make it easier. I'm not logged into Amazon because I'm not logged into anything. I need to learn hiragana and katakana first. That's what I need to do. Do you use an application or a website? I've been using a website and I've been trying to learn on my own. My writing has gone to shit because I can't borrow manga from my Japanese school friends anymore, but I'm still well enough to hold a conversation. I need to practice. Maybe I'll do a Japanese learning stream. That'd be fun. If you're the only person in your house who knows Japanese and don't have subtitles, you can have people talk about horrible things. Well, I might do one on that. That'd be fun. Best part of language study is after 2 to 3 languages, you start to get them a lot more easier. That's the problem, is I am bad with languages. I'll probably look into that. All right, guys. It's been about 2 hours. Some friends highly recommend Rosetta Stone to me for learning other languages. I need to learn hiragana and katakana. That's the first step, and I just haven't sat down and done it yet because I'm an idiot. Not translating in your head helps, just use the basic language helps it stick. That's true. So maybe I might do a Japanese learning stream here and just grind out hiragana and katakana one day and try to figure it all out and get it done. But other than that, I think I'm gonna call it. I feel like I have been productive today. I feel like I have got a lot done and a lot planned. Anyways, get some sleep, sir. Having a good one. Good night, everybody. Sleep well. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for listening to me rant about this. I'm very excited about this trip. It's something I've wanted to do for a long time. I'm gonna go die. Peace, Yuki. Don't die. Enjoy your mother's birthday. It's something I've wanted to do for a long time, and I'm very excited about it. I'm going to try to take it seriously and have fun. We are going to raid out to... We're going to raid out to Haas, I think. Sammy has more viewers, so we'll round off Haas. I want to thank you guys so much. No, I'm good. I had some banana bread the other day, Zombie, but Knight'll have some. Thank you guys so much for watching. I very much appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed. I had fun. I'm not much of a talker, but I had fun. Maybe I'll do this again sometime. We'll find out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you had a good time. Have yourselves a wonderful evening. I am off tomorrow, but I will be back on... Siren, are you playing GTFO tomorrow, or do you have something? I asked as I get a message. Got it. Do you need... No problem. You guys, I will be back on Friday with more Elden Ring Night Rain. So we're going to be playing some Elden Ring Night Rain on Friday, 7 p.m. CST. Have a good evening, everybody. Have yourselves a wonderful night. Sleep well. I will see you on Friday. As always, I am Jay, and you are adorable. Good night, everybody. Bye.